Hello, beautiful people. Casey here, and you are listening to an NC Cutting Edge Counseling production. NCCEC is a trauma therapy practice based in North Carolina. To learn more, you can visit NCCEC.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mindscapes and Magic for more content, and come hang out with us in our Discord for episode discussions. Content warning and where to find us will be found in the episode descriptions. Let's tell a fucking story. Fuck us.
No, just you.
Fuck
you.
Fuck you.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Mindscapes and Magic, a podcast I've already lost control of. My name is Casey Gibson, he, him pronouns, and I'm still the dungeon master of our magical misadventures. I'm joined, as always, by our wonderful cohort of people.
Haley Ronstadt here, she, they pronouns. I'm the therapist on the podcast, playing El or Eldon, he, they pronouns. He is a half-elf witch who does not like conflict and is Pedro Pascal hot. I think I've done that one before, but he's being particularly hot lately.
It is always applicable.
Yeah.
And you have so many different options.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got Reed Richards, Joel Miller. You got plenty.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, dad of an orphan kid.
Yep, exactly.
Dad of an orphan kid. Yeah.
Dad to orphaned kids.
Dad of the first family of Marvel.
Yeah.
Hello, it's Gilbrax. I am very worried about this scholar coming with us. It is not good.
Didn't believe that you wanted to start off with violence. But
Picking up right where we left off.
Yeah, picking up right where we left off.
That is what I'm here for. Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it
That's
real,
what we appreciate
Kev.
you about.
How's it been since we recorded last?
It's been good. Things have been busy.
Busy?
Yeah, very busy.
You find any part-time work?
Yeah, sort of. But it's this story kind of keeps me busy. This thinking about all the stuff that I need to know.
That's true. You got 40 years to catch up on.
Yeah, it is a bitch and a half to catch up.
Especially with things still happening.
Yeah, it's tough.
Hell yeah. I'm Derek Rogers, and I'm playing Kadima Thorne, parentheses 2024. And I don't have much of an intro because I didn't listen back to anything, so I'm as fresh as you, listener.
So you were lying?
you were alive?
I never said I didn't lie.
Also, the listeners shouldn't be that fresh. They should have just listened.
The listeners should be more fresh. They've only had to wait 2 weeks.
It's true. Well, I mean, we're recording this the day before,
Yeah,
so.
always the day before. We should really work on that.
Yep. I'm excited to see where we go today.
I'm Christian Snyder. I'm playing Alexander Mish Kamien, the raucous rapscallion with a heart of gold, who's real excited to have another intellectual with the group.
You know, I'm just really excited to be part of the team.
They are going to die.
I mean, just as likely that I die.
I don't know, that's true. But before we get into that...
I make poor decisions.
That is true.
In case you're confused on what they're talking about, how about a little recap? Last episode, you guys woke up and you're in the unkempt garden, had a nice, lovely breakfast where Kadima delivered a flower after murdering many flowers that weren't the right fit onto Eldon's plate. You guys discussed your next move, deciding that you just need to go see a scholar who knows a little bit about this underground ruin. You guys don't need to do anything else, and then let's just keep it moving. Kadima continues to push forward as he feels the weight of the clock coming down on him. You guys took off into the city and met Celia, the Furbolg scholar, who is the resident expert on the underground ruins of Tyresin, the city that lived, or does not live, underneath Ruralia. You guys had a little bit of a debate on whether or not to bring her with you guys.
One way to put it.
Eventually landing extremely begrudgingly upon bringing her with you. You guys departed into the city, out of the city, having already left Rosemary with Etty and the tree to keep them safe. And we pick up as you guys depart the edges of the city into the forest itself. What would you all like to do?
I think heading straight there is the move.
Agreed.
I kind of want to observe the foliage as we're kind of getting closer to this underground area.
Absolutely, yeah, easily done. And you guys, just to, as part of the recap, it's probably right now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys know that you were told it's about a day's travel to get to like the entrance they know about. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys depart off as you're like just moving for this first like little bit. Everything looks to be similar to Ionis, where everything is still vibrant and living. You remember Etty telling you that they've got guards up and protections to try to keep the blight at bay and out of the city proper. But as you continue moving along, go ahead, everyone, give me nature checks.
Ooh.
Nature.
Natur.
Not nurture checks?
Not nurture. No.
16.
Oh, dang.
Also, it's a combination of nature and nurture, obviously.
Come on.
16 plus 7, that's going to be 23.
4.
9.
So,
Bunch
Eldon
of
and Mish.
himbos on this side.
Eldon and Mish, and Vodan also rolled poor because he's seen like 5 trees in his life.
That tracks.
That tracks. Yeah, as you guys are walking, first like hour, 2 hours, as you guys are moving through, it's this nice like, it's not like an actual road, but it's a nice well-worn trail as you travel kind of. So yeah, as you guys start making your way kind of eastward out of Ionis into the massive rest of the forest that like takes over the rest of Ruralia, basically. As you guys are moving through, you see after about the second or so hour, you start noticing just a slight like dulling in like the vibrancy of the foliage around you. It's not fully like decrepit or rotten, but there's a noticeable. You can almost feel yourself passing through, like, into where the protections start to end. It seems like that second hour out is about the limit of their protections, and then you kind of feel the air feels a little bit heavier. Everything feels a little more damp, which makes sense because, you know, there's a lot of riverways and stuff like that. You're not that far from the river yet, but everything just feels less alive than it did in Ionis.
Gotcha. So is it kind of like somebody just took like the saturation slider and like is pulling it back?
Yeah, just moved it down like a tick.
Gotcha. Yeah, don't like that.
And this is everyone noticing, or is this just the...
This is you and Mish noticing this.
So we will take a day to get there. Do we want to sleep before we get too close and maybe arrive sometime mid-morning? Or do we want to push on and get there in the middle of the night?
I don't think getting there in the middle of the night's the safest bet for any of us.
I tend to agree. Thoughts from everybody else?
I mean, I'd rather face it in the daylight, but it's also really... There's a weird vibe here. I don't...
What are you picking up?
Well, like it's like kind of damp, and the life just seems kind of drained out of things. You guys aren't... You're not noticing that?
I hadn't noticed, but it's been a long time since I've seen lots of trees.
Yeah, my not been fully here, but no. Now that you say that, I'm noticing it a bit more over here. I think we push on until we get a little bit closer, but I don't see any issue with us camping for the night.
Before we get too far into the affected area, I think better to be rested, just in case.
I mean, I think we push until we can't anymore tonight, and then, because...
Or until it gets too blighty.
It is kind of blighty.
It's a little blighty out here.
A little column A, little column blight.
So yeah, as you guys continue moving through the forest itself and continue on this path, everyone give me perception checks.
Absolutely.
We continue on this journey. We're about 2 hours in, so it's about 3:30.
Ooh.
12.
18.
15.
That's a dirtiest 20.
Dirtiest 20.
17 plus 3.
As you guys are walking through, one thing you notice is for a forest this big, it is eerily silent. Like, you don't really hear the buzzing of, like, bugs. There's no, like, birds fluttering or chirping around. Very eerie.
It is quiet.
Too quiet.
Or forests usually this silent in your experiences.
What's the last time I was here?
This is also the first forest I've been in.
Me too.
But from everywhere I've read, forests are kind of like cities in how noise exists. It's constant. It's just different.
Large ecosystems.
Yeah, I'm hearing no bugs. I'm hearing no birds. I'm hearing no rustling of leaves.
Yes, this is definitely very unnatural.
Do we feel like outside of like the dampness and like the almost mildewy feeling, do we feel like anything else, like a sapping, like does it feel like the blight is affecting us in any way?
No, you're not getting that feeling from anything you're in yet. And again, everything for now still, while a little bit duller, still looks fairly like healthy. You haven't seen any like blight affected trees quite yet or anything like that.
Remind me the name of the person that's with us.
Celia.
Celia, do you know, is the blight affecting the like insects and animals here, or is it just affecting the like plant life?
Well, it was just affecting the plant life at first, but as we started investigating, it seems to have progressed onto most living creatures and most recently the spirits as well.
That's
both
right.
The artificial and the nature spirits, though the Coalition seems to be keeping the effect on the artificial spirits more so under wraps.
Oh, so it is affecting the artificial.
There's been at least one report that, at least someone told me about it. It's in my notes somewhere. Starts flipping through a book.
It doesn't feel good here.
Yes, it's very unnatural. I grew up here, and usually the forest is alive with life, and we're not even truly into the worst of it yet. We're probably about another hour out before you'll start seeing the true effects, or at least the start of some of the effects of the blight.
This is starting to sway my decision for us to stop and camp away from that. I think we should
Just to hoof it?
Yeah, I mean, stop for as little as we need to. I don't think it's going to be good for us to stay in here as little as possible, because we don't know what the effects are on any of the wildlife that is here. We don't hear any of it, so my assumption is that it is not good. So I say we just keep trucking along and stop only when necessary.
I will keep my head on swivel.
I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Fortunately, I think it only gets worse from here, so brace yourselves.
And what time of day is it again?
It's about, at this point, it's about 3:30.
Okay.
Gross. Stay close.
Claws out of your hair.
Then I think we're going to just increase our pace and just start moving as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Screw stealth.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Nothing to hide from.
All right, so you guys pick up the pace a little bit. Celia's kind of trailing behind in the back, but Vodon's kind of taking up the rear guard position. You guys continue moving through the forest. As Celia said, it's about another hour or two of travel, and then you start seeing the terrain and the scenery start shifting. The forest around you guys is thick. You guys are... I've never been there, but like imagine the redwood forest. Just these massive trees are all surrounding you on all sides. There's this, like I said, narrow, like trodden path that you guys are following out east. You've been on there's little bits of civilization here. You see a few tree homes and rope bridges and stuff like that. It looks like probably people that work in like lumber, just like to live on the outskirts of the bigger city and stuff like that. But now approaching this like fourth or fifth hour of travel, you guys are now kind of out of the city. You're not seeing really houses. It's just trees and wildlife. And about here is when you start seeing some of the trees start having this grayish green fungus wrapping around them. The trees themselves go from this vibrant like reddish brown to this like paler, almost gray color as you start like venturing in. The canopy gets thinner as you see like the leaves starting to fall. The ground around you is dead leaves and twigs that crunch and snap as you step on them.
Oh, this is not good.
This is what we came for.
Yeah.
Let us keep going.
So much death.
Yeah. All right.
As you continue onward, this moss, this fungus, this mold almost on the tree starts getting thicker and thicker. Are you guys keeping up the same pace?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, can I take a look at the moss, like a closer look, and kind of see like if there's anything weird about it, like the way that it's growing on the trees?
Yeah, give me either nature or survival. Gotcha. If anyone else wants to as well, they can if they're looking at the moss or the trees.
Gonna do survival. They're the same modifier, but
nature.
just if it changes it for survival or nature.
Gotcha.
23.
23. Nature or survival?
Survival.
Survival.
13 survival.
13 survival.
19 survival.
19 nature.
19 nature. All right, so the ones that rolled survival, one thing you notice, and Snyder, correct me if I'm wrong, but moss like usually grows on the opposite end of like where the sun touches it.
Yeah, because it wants to be in just like heavy moisture.
Yeah, this seems to not care. Like it is fully like the places that you notice it are like when you started moving into it at first, it was just on parts of the trees, but as you start moving deeper and deeper, you see there's some trees that are like wrapped from like trunk all the way up, like it's fully encased in it. And with your nature check, you can tell that this mold is like if you get closer to it and try to like scrape some of it off, the like mold itself is moist, but right beneath it when you get to the tree is dry and brittle. And you look up at this tree, and this tree had to have been alive within the past couple weeks, but it has the feel of like what like dead like rot wood would like
Oh
feel
my
like.
gosh.
Mish, what'd you find underneath there?
Can I just like poke into it, like, and see if it like it
Much like my house the other day when I had a contractor come by, you can poke your little fingers into the wood and like crumble it into your fingers.
Yeah, I just watched Mish put his like fingers and hand like pretty much into the tree.
Yeah. Not like deep into it, but like the first like inch
it was
so.
easy.
Yeah.
Mish, do you want to grab some of that moss and bring it with us? Do you have anything to throw it in?
Before we get too far,
all right.
I need everyone to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Oh, dang it. That was a 19, but it rolled out.
6.
6.
15.
15.
I'll do Haley one better. A 7.
7.
13.
13. So as Mish, like, starts scraping some of this mold off and, like, investigating this tree, there's a quick, like, and around you all, like, from the tree you guys are standing around, from the various trees, you look up and you start seeing these spores kind of floating from where they've been disturbed.
Hold your breath.
Everyone that rolled under a 14 is going to take 11 points of necrotic damage. And you have disadvantage on wisdom checks for the next hour.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, man.
And as you, like, see the spores, you see the other trees around it that are covered in the same, like, mold seem to be reacting to the spores being released. And now the path that you guys were walking down seemed to be filled with these spores. What was your survival check earlier?
23.
23. I'll say with that 23, rolling that forward, you noticed like how the trees were like, these trees were being affected. You noticed kind of off to the side, if you move a little bit, like kind of go off the path and go around, that some of those trees seem to be less effective, or at least not actively releasing the spores. And probably think that might be a better bet to go through, because as you're looking, even as you're like going through and like coughing up from these spores, you can see ahead of you the spores thickening. They seem to be reacting to each other.
How fast does it look like they're reacting?
Pretty much as soon as one spore spreads out, the next tree that it touches seems to be releasing.
Got it. So it's not one of those things where it's like if we went fast enough, we could beat the. Okay.
I am going to take out like a cloth and tie it around. I'm gonna wet it with my wineskin and put it around my mouth and tie it just to kind of protect a little bit.
That's not a bad idea. I think I have a rag. Yeah, or actually don't. But I'll cut a small sliver of like one of the tailpiece of my clothing, and I'll just hold that over my mouth and nose as we're moving.
Anybody see a different way to go?
Over there, I'm gonna put Isadora's robe around my face. What? Gross, get under here.
Crawls underneath.
That does look like better path.
Let's head over there.
Once we're over there, Elle's gonna reach out and touch one of the trees and accidentally cast Speak with Plants.
You touch one of these trees, and in your head, you just hear,
"Help. It hurts. We all hurt. Are you helping?"
Elle's just like completely silent, stunned. Like tears start streaming out of their eyes. They need help.
That is what we are here for.
Yeah,
We can't help them here.
No. We need to keep moving.
Dang, I don't have anything that does fire, because I was going to see if burning the moss or the mold would do anything. But I do not have any fire.
I would not recommend fire with all this dried wood.
Elle, let's go to that path you were looking at earlier.
Elle's gonna tell the tree, "We'll do everything we can, I promise."
Please help.
Hold on.
It hurts. It hurts.
and as you guys move down this path, this magic just active in you, you just hear just various voices.
It hurts. Someone stop us. Stop this. Why is he doing this?
Wait, he?
Why is he doing this? Why is he hurting us? Why? It hurts. Help us?
Who's he?
Help us.
Who is he?
The rot. Help us.
They're saying he is doing this. The rot, he is hurting them.
Well, at least we have something more. Celia, how long till we get to the entrance?
I believe we're still probably about another half day's travel.
Have you or Mish ever heard of this rot?
I haven't.
No, I mean, besides the rot and this blight, but there's not a proper noun, rot, I've never heard of, no.
Not a capital R rot.
No.
So, we have something to possibly kill. Let us go.
Yes, we should continue on. This is very concerning. Okay.
Let's go faster.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys continue trotting. As you just move deeper onto this, you manage to circumvent where the spores are dispersing, kind of get out of the radius of them daisy chaining themselves into activity, and are able to get back onto the path that you guys were on. You continue moving through the forest, and it just, as Celia said before, it just gets worse and worse. There's no more green, there's no more lushness. As you continue going further, the canopy is all but gone, just nothing but empty branches reaching up towards the sky. Dried leaves dead around you. You guys continue moving through the evening. It's still eerily silent, if anything more so. Nothing but the sound of the dried leaves under your feet. Everyone give me perception checks again. At this point, it's been more than an hour. You guys have been traveling for a decent amount of time.
Okay, so that disadvantage is gone.
Yeah.
Another perception check?
Yes.
I am unsettled. That is a 6.
6,
11.
11,
21.
10.
10. Oh yeah, I forgot. Vodon. Not good. Vodon rolled an 18. You hear... You guys are moving fairly fast. You hear the crunching of the leaves and the sticks underfoot, but the couple of you that rolled high, you hear another crunch, a heavy footstep. Another heavy footstep. You hear this thudding, and you realize it's not the sound of your own feet. And as you peer over, I believe it was Kadima and Vodon, you peer over and you see what at first looks like an owl bear. But then as you get a better look at it, you see its eyes are growing this pale green. You see its face is half gone and replaced with these like black writhing roots. You see it as it starts getting closer, because you see this thing is charging at you. It at one point raises up, and you can see like its ribs poking, like its actual ribs poking out of its body, and like no organs, just black writhing vines and like this black ichor leaking out of it. And slightly behind it, almost like it's riding on it or like following it, this floating orb of like green light. Everyone roll initiative.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, Mish, what'd you get for
24.
initiative?
Nice.
Kadima,
Sorry,
what'd you
23. I lied to you.
get? You filthy liar.
You said earlier that you never lie. So that, in fact, was a lie.
Got it on recording.
Yep.
Kadima, what'd you get?
I have a 15.
15.
And that is the truth.
That is the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Eldon, what'd you get?
8.
8. Geverax Avil.
Doubles that 16.
16. Vodon got a 19. All right, so yeah, you guys see this owlbear charging at you at this point. It probably got about 30 feet away before like Kadima was like, "Hey, oh fuck, something's coming," and you see this green like floating light hovering around it. It almost starts forming into like this humanoid shape, this feminine form that seems to be wearing these robes. But Mish, you're up first.
I'm going to start running towards it, and as it's getting closer, I'm just going to reach out and just conjure a dart in my hand and just chuck it as hard as I can at him, casting Force Dart. All
right, go ahead and roll me an attack.
That is a 17 plus 8.
That'll definitely hit.
This is the first time I'm going to use this. I'm going to use my Arcane Surge.
Ooh, can you read us out what that does?
Once per turn, you can double the dice of your cantrip that does damage as if you crit. If you do crit, you triple the number instead of 2 dice per die. You can do this 2 times per long rest, and you can regain 1 on a short rest.
Awesome.
So I'm going to do that. So that's going to be 60-10.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? 34 plus 5, so it's 39 force damage.
God
Jesus
damn.
And then I'm going to continue running up. About how much farther away? Usually I have
It was 30 feet away.
30 feet away, so I'm going to get up to about 15 as I'm throwing it, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to make an unarmed strike just to teleport the last 15 feet towards it.
All right, go ahead and roll.
It's only going to be a 16.
16 will hit.
Okay, so that's going to be a D8 of bludge. That's going to be 4 plus 4, so that's 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 more damage.
And I'm right in its face.
All right. That's your whole turn?
That's my turn.
Yeah, it means as you throw this dart at it, you see the dart goes straight through it and out the other side. And this thing, you could tell you did damage to it, but it does not flinch.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
All right, next up is Celia. Celia is going to stay in the center of you all and hide. All right, then we got Vodon up next. Vodon is going to kind of stand in front of Celia and fire off 2 arrows at this approaching owlbear. Oh my god, rolled an 18 and a 19. On the all my good rolls are going to the NPCs. So yeah, Vodon sends 2 arrows straight into this thing. You see the arrows go in like to the feather as he does 20 points of damage with both attacks into this owlbear. You could see this, like I said, it goes like deep into this thing, and this thing is just still like moving towards you guys. It seems like it's not noticing any of the damage. You see where like the wounds are, like they're already starting to like vines are starting to grow around them and start closing up. But Gevrax, that's going to be you with Kadima, and then Eldon up next.
Okay, this is not good. First, I'm going to bonus action activate innate sorcery, so I get that kind of cackling energy coming off of me as I become more powerful. Then I will use my action to I kind of wave my arms and spin in like a Shaolin monk kind of way, and as I do, I kind of gather the electrical energy of the air, and I go Vidomska Bliskovka, and I push out this bolt of cackling electricity as I cast Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt.
Oh, yeah.
So I will make an attack with advantage because of innate sorcery. That is natural 20.
God damn.
So, that is base damage of 24 for 2d12s. And then I will roll 2d12s. That is 10 more damage, so 34 damage.
So this bolt of lightning strikes out at this owl bear and hits it like square in the chest, and you see like it singes, and then parts of the owl bear even start like catching on fire. Like just little flames start licking at it, and again this thing looks hurt even as it's moving towards you. It seems like it's moving slower, but again it seems like it itself feels none of what is affecting it.
And that lightning does not go anywhere. It is it stays cackling, kind of moving
Breathes
about the
around
body.
it.
Fuck yeah, great turn. All right, Kadima, you are up next with Eldon on deck.
Sweet. So I'm going to reach behind, grab the spear that I have, and kind of spin it around as I'm sprinting up towards this thing. And I will try to, for the first attack as I'm running up, I'm going to like slice at its front paw with the tip of the spear.
Okay,
Let's see here. A dirty 20.
that'll hit.
Sweet. So that is 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of damage.
And with mastery on the spear, it has sap. So if you hit a creature with a spear, the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Fuck me.
And I will go ahead and hit it a second time, my second attack.
All right. Fuck yeah, level 5.
That is a 22
Yep, that'll do it.
for 5 more points.
5 more points of damage. Yeah, this thing looks like it is actively falling apart from the seams. All the wounds that you guys see, like these vines are trying to like wrap up and repair themselves, but you guys just keep cutting at the wounds. You see like the arrows that Vordan shot into it earlier already like covered up by the vines, and you just slice them back open. This thing just keeps lumbering and moving.
And I'll spend a focus point to do flurry of blows, and I'm just gonna jump up and do like a bicycle kick.
Yeah.
Hit him with the toasty?
Hit him with the toasty. So that is a 15 and 16 on the dice.
On the dice?
On the dice.
Yeah, that'll
Plus 7.
Rocks!
God.
That is
Where are the rolls at? For anybody, even they're coming on that, if that.
so that's a total of 23 more points of damage.
Let's
Oh
go!
my God. All right.
Seeing this, Elle's jaw is gonna drop open.
So what do your flurry bows look like? You're bicycle kicking it?
So yeah, I came up and I sliced with the spear and then stabbed up into the chest, and then with this one I'll plant the spear down and then bicycle kick.
You
these last 2 hits.
bicycle kick, and you see this owlbear's jaw come off of its head, and it just screeches at you. It is on whatever death's door is for it, but it is barely up.
If that didn't take it out, you know what? Fuck it. Spend another focus point to throw in a stunning strike for that last one. Then.
Strike. All right.
Yep. So I need a con save.
Con save.
DC 13.
That is a 14 on the dice.
That is a success. Your speed is still halved until the start of my next turn.
Oh yeah. You
and the
go
next
in,
attack roll has advantage against it.
Dope. Oh yeah. You go in like when you're with your bicycle kicks, you go into like where a pressure point should be, and your foot just kind of sinks into it a little bit more instead. Great fucking turn. Eldon, you are up next.
How far away am I from it at this point?
About 30 feet.
Okay. Elle's going to cast the Hex Bleeding.
Ooh.
So you need to make a con save.
The con save. That is an 18.
Is it DC 15?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you go like reach out with this hex magic and try to like make this thing bleed, but as you reach out, the magic just doesn't take hold enough.
Would this have advantage from Kadima's?
No, because it's not an attack roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. That's your action. Any bonus action or movement?
No.
All
We're
right.
up in this thing's biz.
So I got Mish and Kadima are right up next to it, correct?
Yep.
Perfect. Here come the rolls. Now this thing is just going to rear up and with both of its claws just swing at either side of you. First coming at Mish.
With disadvantage.
disadvantage you. That is a...
I'm actually going to cast Intrusive Thought.
Okay, read us an intrusive thought.
When you see a creature within 60 feet of yourself take an action, you attempt to distort the creature's thinking. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take a dodge action instead of the action it intended to take.
All right, wisdom save from the corrupted owl bear. It's a natural 19 for a 20.
Yeah, that passes.
Dang. So the lower of the rolls is still going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits me.
So you are going to take 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
As this thing just rakes its claws at you. Go ahead and also give me a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. That is a 19.
That'll pass.
I don't like that.
All right, and then an attack at Kadima.
I don't like that.
This one's a regular.
This is straight, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that'll hit, though. 16 to hit?
That is my AC.
On the way out, this guy took
Took some shots.
dude. From that necrotic damage to this, I'm pretty low.
That's going to be 17 points of slashing.
I will use my reaction to deflect attacks.
All right, go ahead. You roll plus your...
Yeah, it's a D10 plus 9.
Nice, all right.
8, 9, that's 17. If
17.
you reduce the damage to 0, you can expend 1 focus point to redirect some of the attack force. So I will...
Can you redirect it to the same target?
If you do, choose a target that you can see within 5 feet of you if it was a melee, or a creature that you can see within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover if it was a ranged attack. So I need a dex save.
Uno reverse that motherfucker.
That's only a 10.
It's a 10? That is a fail, so you take 12 more points of damage.
Kadima, why don't you go ahead and tell me what this looks like as you end this owlbear?
So I think with it coming down and it was going in for a swipe at me, I think what I do is, because the spear is still planted, I move to the side of it, and when the arm comes for there, I grab the side of it and bend it around the spear and have the claws just hit the jaw that I broke off.
The claws end up going straight through where the jaw was, up into its own brain. As the light, pale glow that it had in its eyes fades out and drops, you guys see this greenish figure still hovering there about 40-ish feet away. Like I said, it seems to be a feminine figure wearing these odd robes that don't seem to fit with the current time period. As the owlbear falls, you just hear this. This thing screeches, and you can see like its jaw like stretch out, and then it turns to look at you all, and the face is serene. It just says, "He was warmth. They made him rot," and disperses into mist.
What?
What?
Everybody okay?
Yeah. That the outfit that the specter or the entity was wearing, did it look, could I recognize what time period it came from, or
None that you would
Okay.
would be like fully aware of. It just
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
older.
Interesting.
What did she say?
He was warmth, and they made him rot.
Is that maybe forest spirit?
I might be able to help here. We've heard reports from people that have delved into Tyresin before that I thought they were rumors until just now, but the echoes of the people that want to live there still move around within the ruins. We've never had any reports of them being on the surface, though. This is... You see, like, Celia's got this manic look in her eyes as she's writing everything down.
So something corrupted this, whatever the top spirit here is, and
the rot turned it
into rot. So whatever is corrupting everything is that spirit, is what it sounded like this being had said.
That is good theory.
They did say that the Teresans were very close with the spirits. They were kind of the foundation on what Ralia is today.
What did they say was the apex spirit?
They just mentioned a great spirit. That's one of the things I'd love to get down there and try to find out. They just mentioned great spirits about humans and other species living in harmony with the spirits. A council of them, of spirits and humans that helped rule over the nation, lived in harmony together. Until something happened, the city was buried, and Ralia and Ionis grew from the proverbial ashes.
I wonder if this is connected to that. So I think this plague would have started earlier if that was the case. Unless it was locked away somehow.
Could have been some event. That seems like a good hypothesis, but I don't know what would have caused it. I mean, the blight has only been affecting us for maybe about 4 to 5 months total is when we first noticed it and started encroaching deeper.
If it was contained when the old city fell, it could have been released. Maybe someone or something knew not what they were unleashing upon the world.
Certainly possible. This is all very exciting. Also, you're all quite capable. You're all keeping it safe.
Yeah, let's make it to the the entrance as fast as possible so we can rest.
Yes, how long?
Shouldn't only be a few more hours. It's getting dark. Should be on the outskirts of what we've kind of assumed is the epicenter here in the next few hours.
Do we want light, or do we want to stay hidden?
I can't see.
I also can't see.
I see fine, so I don't care.
I cannot see either.
I will snap my fingers, Svitlo, and my finger will start glowing. I gotta cast it on something.
Which one?
My middle finger.
Perfect. Fantastic.
Do you want me to heal you two, or do we want to wait till we can rest?
Let's wait just in case that healing might need to be done more in an expedient manner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing all right for right now.
I am also going to summon my glaive.
Gotcha. Yeah, you guys continue moving at this quick pace, moving through the forest. It's starting to get cold out. You can see your breath misting as you guys run. You guys move for another hour, 2 hours. The night gets darker. The moon is overhead. You guys appear. You're moving through trees this whole time, just dense forest. And then all of a sudden, you guys cross over this threshold. It's empty. Just a almost perfectly round center of this deep crater going almost a quarter mile around. And in the crater, you can see just these black vines kind of crawling out of it into the forest. You guys believe you found Sully will speak of. This is where we entered when we came here previously.
How far down did you go?
We've managed. Looks like it's been covered now, but there is a staircase of sorts that goes down into maybe some kind of basement. Looks like maybe somebody had a house out here or something. But the basement, once we get down there, has a hole that goes deeper into the ruins. We might need some rope or some way to construct a ladder. Okay. It was probably down maybe 50 to 60 feet before we entered the ruins, the outskirts of the city.
Do we want to try to get to that house and camp for the night?
I think that's a good idea.
That way we have...
So the house, the ruins are like down into the roots, just for clarification.
I'm gonna start hacking at the roots with my glaive, and it's going to be doing radiant damage as I do so.
All right, anybody else doing anything to help out?
What I'll do, kind of like what Gev's doing, is I'll just take my spear and I'm just kind of like stabbing it down into the roots to try to separate them out.
Can I, I'll help them too by just attacking with, similar to Gev with a generated weapon, but this is more just like a small like hatchet. I'm creating a force weapon hatchet just to help chop through.
Gotcha. All right, everyone, let's chop and give me
It's a good idea. I might
dexterity saving throws. First things first.
change my weapon to an axe.
Could I attempt to use Druidcraft to get the vines to move on their own?
Read me out Druidcraft real quick.
It says, whispering to the spirits of nature, you create one of the following effects within range. A tiny harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be for your location. Make a flower bloom, seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. Create instantaneous harmless sensory effect like falling leaves, odor of a skunk. You light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
I'll say because of like the magic behind the druidcraft of that communing with spirits, I'll say if Eldon is there casting the druidcraft, the check that I'll have you guys make next will all be at advantage.
Sweet. And yeah, I am going to change my glaive into an axe.
Gotcha. What do we get for deck saves?
15.
15?
24.
24.
Not that high. 23.
23. Let me roll for
Rolled a 19.
because he was hoping to. All right, so all of you, as you start moving like into the roots where they're crawling out of this crater, the roots start immediately at your touch, start grasping up at you and trying to grab onto you, wrap around you, but you all manage to duck out of the way, start hacking at those roots first, and no issues at all. With Eldon doing druidcraft to kind of make them more sparse and make them more bendable to what you guys are trying to do. Everyone go ahead and give me athletics checks to kind of see how long this will take you. With
Me
advantage.
too. Me too.
No, 'cause you're doing the druidcraft.
8 plus 1, 9.
8 plus 2, 10.
17 plus 4, 21.
With Gev rolling pretty well and making good headway through this, it only takes you guys probably about another hour or so before you've cleared out a path to these roots and you see this root still kind of encased like the staircase going down and like the hallway around it. You see these black roots wrapping around it, but it looks like there's enough movement for you guys to be able to hack your way through it and move down into the basement.
Alrighty, so yeah, we'll keep cutting through here and head into the basement.
Yeah, so you guys start making your way down the staircase. As you're cutting through these vines, you can see the walls of this place looked like they used to be made out of like wood, like the trees you've seen in Ionis. And you see, as you get deeper and deeper down, it turns into like hard-packed earth. And peeking through, everyone give me perception checks, actually.
Come on. Good.
And I'm also going to pull out a torch and light it. So I have a torch lit with me.
Not 20, 23.
Is that perception?
Yeah, perception.
11.
11.
6.
6.
I'm busy
12.
hacking.
12. Mish. You notice, like, through these vines, especially with the addition of Kadima's torchlight, you start noticing these, like, well-carved arcane runes and, like, sigils carved into, like, the hard-packed earth as you guys continue moving down into the basement. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check as well.
Got it. Oh my god. That rolled forever. That is a natural 24, 20.
Jesus.
7.
Fuck, dude.
Wow.
These are runes and sigils of non-detection, of suppression, of
Abjuration.
protection. These are runes to mask magic, suppress magic, to keep magic, whatever magic might be happening in this basement, contained to this basement. With the natural 20, I'll also say that the way these runes and sigils are drawn seem very familiar to a wizard that you know.
Which wizard that I know? So I know 2 wizards.
Young, anxious, antisocial librarian.
Oh, not what I was thinking. Oh, shit.
I knew it.
Oh.
I didn't until you said about the sigils. I was like, fuck.
Oh, guys.
What's up, Mish?
These are like how Zelda did magic.
Was she here?
I don't know. I mean,
You said this is
when she would
looks like Zelda's magic?
Yeah, well, when she would cast things like when she would armor herself or when she cast shield, very similar hand movements in the air. The way that these sigils are drawn reminded me of how she would move her hands.
You think she's...
Either she was here or the people that taught her how to do magic were here.
If these
Eldon,
are...
do you have any way of getting in touch with Zelda?
Yeah, I can send those short messages.
You want to just be like, hey, yo, is this your address?
Where? Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we ever find out where Zelda was from other than the Mage Keep?
You think she's from Bredden?
Okay.
We could ask if she's ever been here.
How long has this blight been going on?
Well, we first noticed it affecting us significantly probably about 5 to 6 months ago.
Whatever these runes are, they are not working anymore. Is this worth the time right now? We need to keep moving.
I mean, yes, it's worth sending off a message just so we can start getting some information gathered.
Yeah, maybe
But-
she knows about what this If
Yeah.
Does all magic look the same? Like, could this just be like
No,
her?
because we have. I'll take out the amulets that we were given and say this amulet functions similarly, but the runes carved into it look different.
Yeah, runes and sigils are kind of like handwriting. Mm-hmm. If you remember back to episode 3, I believe, Zelda identified the arrowheads based on the fact that they were Sharian, like, drawn
Style.
runes.
Yep.
So we're in the basement of this place. Are the roots reacting at all to the torch? I'm gonna like kind of sweep around with the torch near the roots.
Not so much like reacting to it. They kind of, you do see them kind of just move back a little bit, but not like violently. They just kind of try to stay away from it. But you notice like holding it up to them, they don't seem to like start like catching really. They seem too moist to like start catching.
I just didn't know if it was reactive to the to fire at all. Do you guys think that this is a good place to rest?
I mean,
No, but
we still want to. I mean, we're not going. I don't think we're going to find a good place to rest here until we're out. But I think this might be a good place to rest.
Yeah, I mean, at least it has walls and a roof.
Yeah, it's defensible.
should we sleep in shifts?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Do you want to send the message to Zelda before we go to bed?
Yeah.
All right, what do you send to Zelda?
Give me a minute. I gotta characters. So it's gonna be bin, the number 2, and then a second message. Aeonis ?
Takes a few minutes, and you just get back a little message. AYLEAGO. A while ago. And then another one. Y.
Similar. Second message. Magic.
Basement.
And then another message. Basement.
You get back several messages at this point, because I'm not going to keep doing this. Be careful. Could be dangerous. That's where I lived.
Zelda got back to me. She basically, I'm not gonna sort through. Okay. She said she lived here. We have to be careful. Could be dangerous.
Well, that last point we have already figured out.
I want to know more about her living here, but that's not the time for it right now.
I think it's a phenomenal idea over the next while we're searching for you just to be texting back and forth.
You do get another message several minutes later, like more messages, because I'm not keeping count. Might be able to talk soon, working on something, maybe tomorrow.
Okay. TTYL.
I will take first shift.
Okay.
Yeah, I can stay up for the first shift as well.
Before we go to sleep, I think Elle's gonna pull Misha aside. Hey, can we talk for a minute?
Yeah. What's up?
I just I wanted to apologize for earlier when I said that thing.
What thing?
I, called you a child and like disregarded your opinion.
No, I already moved past that. People have been calling me a child my entire life.
I don't want to be one of those people.
Okay. I forgive you. Thanks for thinking about it. I truly didn't bother me, but I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not true, for the record, and it won't happen again.
Okay. I mean, I believe you. You have. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to do. I'm just sitting here like.
Yeah. I think Elle at that point is gonna like give you 2 quick pats on the shoulder and.
Okay, bud.
That's rough, buddy.
All right. And as you all bed down in the basement of Zelda's former home, we'll go ahead and end our session there before the first shift starts.
Oh, the Kadmos Estate.
Oh, man.
If you want to hear more about how we and our characters are feeling, check out What's in the Box, where we decompress from the events of the episode. This has been an NCCEC production. Now that the episode is over, you can go follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mindscapes and Magic for more content, and come hang out with us in our Discord for episode discussions. We'll see y'all for the next misadventure.